So today we'll be talking about some people who died as a result of mana therapy. Now, this is not a way of talking down any profession. It is neither a way of mocking the dead. Rather, I am just trying to create more awareness about the adverse effect of mana therapy and warn people to be more careful and ask questions whenever they want to undergo any mana therapy session. Let all the information be provided and then you make decision based on whatsoever you know, because mana therapy, especially the aggressive one, can actually be very dangerous. Let's dive into it. My name is Carlo and I've been on this series, and this is the last episode on mana therapy in 2025, a solution or a scam. Now, the first on our list is Katime. Katime is a social media influencer, a model, and a businesswoman. She was called the Snapchat Queen and had over 2 million followers as at the time she was alive in 2016. And she went for a photo shoot and twisted her neck, suffered a nerve impingement injury, and then went for a chiropractic adjustment. During the chiropractic session, she still felt much pain and it was more hurting. And the next day, she still went again for chiropractic adjustment. And in the process, she got her arteries, that is the artery, that's the blood vessel that supplies blood to the head from the heart, and that got ruptured, got torn, and she suffered a stroke. This landed her in the hospital. She spent a few days in the hospital while she was under respiratory support, but she finally died, and that was it. Her case was later settled with the sum of $250,000, and there was no criminal charges against the chiropractor, which means investigations show that the chiropractor did everything they were supposed to do. However, she happened to be unfortunate to suffer such incidents, which means though mana therapy is very safe, it can actually be very dangerous. So you want to ask questions, you want to make sure that you understand what your underlying condition are before undergoing mana therapy. The second on our list is John Fowler, a 80-year-old retired bank manager who suffered back pain and went for chiropractic treatment. In the process of the treatment, he had his neck fractured and suffered severe spinal cord injury and respiratory depression. And in the course of his hospitalization, he died in the hospital. Investigation into the case shows that the chiropractor was not negligent of her duties and did everything possible to provide a clinically accurate treatment. However, John Fowler was just unlucky to have suffered such incidents in the process of mana therapy. Now, this is another very clear case, just like the case of Katime. The chiropractor was not found guilty of this death. However, the treatment led to the death. So you just have to be careful. The chiropractor you're using, you want to be careful the type of treatment option you go for. As I said, very aggressive mana therapies do not do much positive or beneficial effect in terms of treatment. It is better you go for the mild one, you go for exercises, you go for more holistic approach to treatment. The last on the list is a woman called Joanna. Joanna was 29 years old. She suffered an injury on her neck during a gym session, went for chiropractic adjustment after she discharged herself against the doctor's will, against the doctor's recommendation. The chiropractor adjusted her neck by cracking it, and by so doing, she sustained a tear on her artery, the artery on the neck that supplies blood to the head and the brain. And she suffered stroke later and was taken to the hospital, where she died in the hospital in the process. Now, Joanna's case is very simple. She had an underlying medical condition which the doctors were trying to conduct some tests to basically come to a diagnosis before offering her a treatment, but she refused that process and discharged herself against the doctor's will. And she went to the chiropractor, who did not check her medical history, heard the story about her discharging herself, still made the decision of cracking her neck, got her neck cracked, and ended up rupturing her vertebral arteries, which led to stroke and her death. Now, if you look at this case, it's similar to the case of Katime. However, in this case, the chiropractor had some level of negligence that is against him, because he did not check the doctor's report and see what the doctor was trying to find, and still went on to crack her neck. Now, this all points to the fact that you really need to be careful the type of manual therapy you go for. You want to be careful about the risk factors with regards to the manual therapy. Ask questions, ask your manual therapy provider, what are the risk factors, what are the dangers, what are the side effects, or whatsoever procedure they are going to carry out on you. It is your life, it is your health. If you are not careful, manual therapy can actually be very dangerous. And of course, as I said earlier, manual therapy is offered by physiotherapists, occupational therapists, chiropractors, osteopaths, and several other therapists like massage therapists, who are professionally trained to give this manual therapy. Now, they can make their right decision and it will still go wrong, which is why I would advise you to go for the mild manual therapy and avoid the very aggressive and acrobatic type of manual therapy. Thank you so much. This is the end of this episode. Please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for further information about your health, about your physical well-being, about exercises, about your posture, and about physical therapy in general. Bye-bye.